Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. You know the drill. I'll go gang. Hit the like button. That helps YouTube creators out tremendously. Leave a comment. Give your thoughts. If you don't have any thoughts, put an emoji in there. It doesn't matter. It's all for the algo. Hit the subscribe button. 30% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. That's fraudulent behavior. And hit the notification bell. If your notifications aren't working, turn them off. Turn them back on because YouTube notifications are weird sometimes. All right, look. It is time. It is time. I knew it was going to come to this season. Like I'm sitting here all off season. Like, is this real? Is this really gonna? Do we really have a chance to win it all with this coach at the head of decision making? And the answer is no, man. It's time. We got to start a movement. We've given them enough time. The year one arguing with the media about Ben Simmons was horrendous. Year two was horrendous. This is now year 3, and he's doing the same things. He's not going to change. He's an old, stubborn dinosaur. You got to get him out of here. There's just no way this is going to work because, look, this is all you need to know. If Doc Rivers is killing you with his rotations on a Wednesday against the Washington Wizards in November, he's going to kill you in the playoffs once again. There's no other way a coach has more blown 3-1 playoff leads than any coach in NBA history, besides the fact that he refuses to adjust, he refuses to change his mind. He goes up 3-1. The other team adjusts. He refuses because he thinks he's the smartest person in the room. And he loses more than anyone in history. Last night, again, the Sixers gave up 68 points in the paint. I don't know if that's the most the Sixers have ever given up in a single game in the paint. That's a lot of points in the paint. Their problem in the game was clearly defense. He started Matisse Thybulle. What I saw from Matisse Thybulle the first couple minutes of the game, this dude got a deflection, a Tyrese Maxey fast break. That's what you need. You need a guy in there that's going to shake things up, make things happen on the defensive end. On top of that perimeter defense. He had P.J. Tucker trying to guard Kristaps Porzingis. He had Montrezl Harrell in there getting smoked at the rim. The whole second half, he played Montrezl Harrell and George Niang and P.J. Tucker at center, and you gave up 68 points in the paint. Paul Reed was a +9 in 4 minutes. He played Paul Reed for 4 minutes in the first half. Immediately, the guy gets an offensive rebound that turns into a James Harden three-pointer. Plays great defense on the other end at the rim, contests a Bradley Beal at the rim. My guy Romp broke it down. He showed the plays. Go over to Sixers Talk with Romp for the actual highlight breakdown. And he came down the other end and got a wide open dunk, all within about 30 seconds. He impacted the game so much that he was a +9 in 4 minutes. And Doc Rivers didn't put him in the second half, and the Sixers lost. And he didn't put Matisse Thybulle in the second half, who he started in this game. It doesn't make sense. His decision-making is out of control. You're never going to win until this guy is gone. Isaiah Joe gets cut. He goes to OKC, and he's hitting shots, game-winning shots. Charles Bassey, under Dan Burke last year for 4 games, you got an 18-point game from Isaiah Joe, an 11-point game from Isaiah Joe off the bench. You got a 12-rebound, 5-block game from Charles Bassey against Nikola Jokic in November. And then you didn't see him again for the rest of the season. Then he gets cut. We got to get rid of this guy. We have to get rid of this guy. These t-shirts are 20% off. The first 100 of these t-shirts are 20% off. I cut the profits in half because it's not about the profits. I just want this message to be everywhere. We have to get this guy out of here. And now, I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I'm going to react to his post-game press conference. Here we go. I need to know why he didn't play Paul Reed, and I need one of these reporters to ask him why.
And grow your business with Wix e-commerce. Create a beautiful storefront for your brand by customizing product pages, galleries, cart, and checkout. Then, let shoppers pay however they like. Reach new shoppers on social media and marketplaces.
What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
I don't know who this is or why this is who posted the interview, but thank you, somebody, for posting it.
Let's go.
They obviously had the size advantage the other night too, but what did they maybe do better today to exploit that?
I thought they exploited our switches a lot tonight. They moved the ball. They shot 58%.
Exploited our switches. Yeah, because you had players on the defensive side of the ball that can't move switching. It's if you play George Niang at the 5, everybody's going to exploit your switches. Oh my God, I'm mad and we're only 29 seconds in.
Basically from the field. And they made some tough shots. I will say that.
Wide open shots.
But defensively, we did not have great energy tonight. You could see it from the start of the game. Bill was way too comfortable all night. Porzingis was comfortable all night, and it fed off of that.
And your answer to that was to play George Niang at the 5 in the fourth quarter, bro. That was your Again, the guy talks about the game like he's not coaching the team. He talks about the game like he's sitting.
Down the stretch, I mean, we gave, I think it was Kuzma a dare shot. You're not going to win games like that.
Do you think James is like, when he fell in the first quarter, do you think that affected him?
He doesn't take into consideration that his decision-making is a big part of this. And he just says, you're not going to win the game like that. We know you're not going to win the game like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he went out. I thought it was the second half something happened because there was a stretch where we were waiting for him to come back in the game, and he was in the locker room. So I don't ever check what. I just know he wasn't there.
What? Bro, Doc Rivers did not know why James Harden was out of the game, and he just said he doesn't ever check why. I can't handle this.
To come back in. So I don't know if something happened in the second half or if it was a continuation for something that happened.
He landed on a cameraman. Do you watch the game? Does the coach watch the game?
Happened in the first half.
With D'Anthony out, we obviously went with Matisse and stuff.
Yeah.
What did you think of him with that game?
I don't know. Not great tonight. We were switching a lot, so quite honestly, I felt like what Matisse does by the switching, we kind of lost a little bit of that. And then, they put Porzingis on him, and that's what teams do. And that's something he just has to keep working on. When they're going to put a 5 on you or their worst defender on you, try to be more of a pick setter, pass and roll. That clearly affects, when we said picks, we had D'Anthony or Tyrese rolling, Matisse rolling is what they wanted. So, yeah. Yeah, that's almost what you have to do. I just didn't think, you watched the game the other night, our switch was really physical. Think about it. They didn't get any slips. They didn't turn the corner a lot. Tonight, our switches was really soft. I said it at halftime. I said, guys, we're not pushing up in the switches. We're not up to touch. They're going downhill and they're slipping on us, so not very physical tonight.
Tyrese has been.
So you told them at halftime they're not playing physical and aggressive enough on defense, and your solution to that was to leave the two most aggressive defenders on the bench the entire second half.
It's such a group offensively. Just curious, when Joel does come back, how do you ensure that him, James, and Tyrese continue to?
Oh, we have to. I mean, it's part of our growth. Tyrese is playing terrific basketball. I still think the officials have to get used to his drives. The whole league, you see what they're going to do now, and they should. They're riding him out down low because he's so small. They know they can kind of ride him out of bounds, and I thought he had a bunch of those tonight. He's making them, but that's a foul that has to get called at some point.
It seemed like the officiating also kind of got under some guys' skin.
Yeah, I said that at halftime. I said, guys, every game, you would love, and it's hard, so I'm not taking a shot at the officials. Every game is kind of different. Some games are touch games. Some games they allow a lot of contact. I thought tonight it was a little inconsistent, but it was a lot of contact, and you can see that. And I told our guys, listen, I'll yell and fight, but stop complaining and play. I thought we did that in the third quarter. I think we scored 39 points. The problem is you score 39 points, the other team can't have 34. I mean, that's a quarter where if you defend at all, you change the game, the game goes away.
So you know you need defense, and you leave your two defenders on the bench.
But instead, every time we scored, they scored back, and that was really frustrating.
He doesn't think his decisions have anything to do with this.
It seemed like Joel's presence was really lack of presence was felt tonight. I mean, they scored.
Yeah, I think Joel's lack of presence is every night when Joel's not here. Having said that, we still have to win games, and I can't worry about it in the games that he's not here, Keith. Like, we got to win these games because this is not going to be the only 2 or 3 games that he misses, right? And so one of the reasons we went out and got all the guys, now obviously DeAnthony didn't play, so that took another guy off the floor, is so we can win some of those games. And we're 2-1 in those games, and I would take that.
But it just seems like they took advantage of that in the paint, though. It just seems
I think they did that. Keith, they missed 9 layups in the first half in the first game. I thought they did that in the first game. We just got fortunate that they missed shots.
Doc, you had a pretty quick hook on these.
Or maybe you played better defense. How many minutes did Matisse Thybulle have in this game versus last game?
Injury, or is there something?
I have no idea. I think it's an ankle sprain, but I'm not positive of that.
What did you make of Paul Reed's minutes in the first half, and was there a reason he didn't get as much time?
Yeah.
This is the one. He actually played Paul Reed less in the first game, and he was a +4 in 2 minutes.
I thought Paul was okay. I thought offensively he really, same struggle with Matisse, in a lot of ways. They start playing off of Paul, and that's something that he's going to get better at. I thought he gave us energy, though. I thought he blocked a couple shots.
So you said you lacked energy in the second half, and then you said you thought Paul Reed gave you energy, but you didn't play him in the second half.
But again, offensively, I thought we struggled to score on the other end because of the same thing. So, him and Trez, it's going to, it's funny when Trez plays well, I don't hear the question.
Here we go again, bro. Here we go again. The same thing that happened last year when he was arguing with reporters about DeAndre Jordan versus Paul Reed, and then he ended up being completely wrong and played him in the Toronto Raptors series, and you won the series. He played him at all of the backup center minutes in the Toronto series, and you won the series. After he did this, leading up to that. And here we are again, he's arguing with reporters about playing Paul Reed.
So it's just they're going to push each other, and that's what we want. We want them to. And then the second thing with Paul, hopefully we can move him at 4 at times. Tonight wasn't the night because they were just helping off of any non-shooter. But we do believe that's going to happen at some point.
Is that going to be long term?
I don't think so. I didn't know. I mean, we didn't know he was going to be out until we got to the arena tonight. So that was a late scratch. He came and his back was hurt. So nothing you can do about it.
Tobias has been really improving as a shooter. Seems like he's leaning a lot more into like a catch and shoot sort of role on offense. How big has that been for you guys?
Of course. He came back in and made a shot.
That's all I needed to hear. I can't. There's nothing else I can say. We're doing the same exact thing every season. I mean, I feel like deja vu. I feel like I'm watching the same thing I watched last year. The guy makes the absolute clear wrong decision and then sits up here and argues with reporters. I can't handle it anymore. We got to get this guy out of here. You guys give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I'm completely over it. It's done, man. Just listen. Let's all wear Fire Glenn t-shirts for the rest of the season because it's over. All right? Y'all have a good day.